Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to the other session for pipeline computer organization 2 lecture. Today's topic is pipeline and vector processing. So, in the pipeline and vector processing, let us take the first example as A I B I plus C I. Okay. So what is the question here? In the certain scientific computation, it is necessary to perform the following arithmetic operation in the stream of number. Specify the pipeline configuration for the carry out the uh, to carry out this task. List the content of all the register in pipeline I equals to 1 to 6 where AI BI plus CI. So I value is from 1 to 6. Okay. So now we have to calculate this certain mathematical arithmetic operation in terms of pipeline. Okay. So when you start with the pipeline, first you have to write the segment. Segment 1 indicates what is the segment 1 here. Segment 1 is nothing but we will initialize the value of here we will assign the value AI to the register R1. Okay. And R2 implies BI. So that means we are initializing value of A and B in R1 and R2. So what is the segment 2 here? Segment 2 is R3 implies what is R3 here? First we will perform A cross B. So AIBI is nothing but R1 cross R2. That means the value of R1 and R2 is A and B. So that means we are multiplying A and B and storing into the R3. And at the same time, we will initialize C value C into R4. Okay, this is segment 2. This is in segment 3. R5 implies what is R5 here? R3 plus R4. So here R5 implies R3 plus R4. Here R3 is nothing but R1 plus R1 cross R2. R1 and R2 is A and B, and R4 is C. This is the segment classification, how we perform in terms of segment. This is segments. How many segments here? Three segments we got. Okay. The same operation we can perform in three segments. Okay. So this is the first part. Now we will draw the flow chart. How it is performed. This operation is performed. Suppose whatever the things we have did here, we will perform. We will just write in terms of flow chart. So what we have here? R1. We have R1 here, and here R2. So what is R1 here? AI value is initialized in R1 and BI value is initialized in R2. Okay. Then we are multiplying R1 and R2. So we will use multiplier and store in result in R3. Sorry guys. So R1 and R2 multiplied and store the result in R3. Okay. At the same time, this register R4 is initialized with C. That means AI, BI, and CI is stored in all the registers now. Here, what we will do, we'll perform addition operation. Okay, adder. Okay, we will use adder here. So here R4 and R5 is R4. We have added R3 and R4 in adder, and we'll store the result in. we will store the result in R5. Okay, the result is stored in R5. So these are the flowchart representation. Okay, so this is the segment here. Here it is one segment. Till here it is second segment. Till here it is third segment. So just for your easily for understanding, here you can write as to this. What happened to this? No. Okay, till here it is. Till here it is. Sorry, segment one. Till here it is segment two. Till here it is segment three. Okay, so three segments here. So we have represented this in terms of flowchart. Okay. Next we will move to the updating the register RI value. Okay. So what are how we update this? So how many segments we have here? R sorry, how many registers we have? R1 to R5. So let us write it R1 to R5. R1. So we'll write this as a we'll use more space here. So segment 1, segment 2, and segment 3. Okay, you have three segments here. What are the registers in segment 1? R1 and R2. Okay, in segment 3 you have R3 and R4. In segment 3 you have R5. Okay, so that means R1, R2, R3, R4, R5. What is the content of R1? AI, BI. Okay, so here I value is from 1 to 6. Okay, so we will initialize this value. We'll initialize this value with R1, R2. We'll initialize with A1, 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 B1. Okay, that means R1 is AI and R2 is BI. So we will write A2, B2, A3, B3, A4, B4, A5, A5, B5, A6, and B6. This is I value from 1 to 6. Okay. So now the next part, this is important thing. Next part, this will be shifted to by one position. Okay. Now R3 consists of AI and BI. AI cross BI. So AI B R2 is nothing but AI is nothing but A1 cross B1, and this is C1. So this is the pipeline process. It will be shifted to by one position. So it is A2 cross B2 C2, A3 cross B3 C3, A4 cross B4 C4, A5 cross B5 C5, A6 cross B6 C6. Okay, this is the content of R3 and R4 in segment 2. In segment 3, what we have here, fourth position is shifted and next position is shifted. R5 consists of after added, okay, or added version. So what we do here, just shift by two positions. Okay, so it will be here A1 cross B1 plus C1. Okay, start from second position, A2 cross B2 plus C2, A3 cross B3 plus C3, A4 cross B4 plus C4, A5 cross B5 plus C5. And finally, A6 cross B6 plus C6. So here it is shifted by the second position. If you want to write the clock here, so you will write the clock cycle also. This is clock cycle. Clock cycle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 here. The process will run till 8 clock cycle. Okay. So this is a small mathematical expression which is solved using the pipeline process. Okay. Let us go to the second part. Part B is AI plus BI cross CI plus DI. So part B is AI plus BI cross CI cross DI. Okay. So again, we'll start with the segment one. Segment one, what we can do? We can initialize the value of R1 to AI, R2 to BI, R2 to BI, and R3 to CI, and R4 into DI to R4. Okay. So this is segment one. And segment two is segment one. Okay. Segment two is what we have to perform here? AI plus BI. So this is in the braces. So that means the bracket. So parenthesis, that means it has more priority. This sorry, this is plus, not cross. Let us write this. It is plus. Okay. CI plus DI. Okay. So this plus operation is performed first. That means R4 is finished. Okay. We will take the new register R5, which implies R1 plus R2. Okay. And R6 implies what? So let me write properly for you. R5 implies R1 plus R2, and R6 implies R3 plus R4. This is segment 2. Next, last segment, segment 3 implies R7, which implies R5. Okay, the result is stored, R1 plus R2 result is stored in R5 and R6. So R5 cross R6. So this is what the segment 1, segment 2, and segment 3. Let us go to the flow chart. So we can represent in terms of flow chart also. So what are the registers? How many registers we use? R1 to R7. Okay. So in the first segment, we are initializing the value of R1, A, B, C, and D to R1, R2, R3, and R4. So let us write That is R1, this is R2, this is R3, this initialize in R2. Here CI in R3 and DI in R4. So the next step is R1 and R2 should be perform the addition operation. So here we have to perform adder. We have to use here also we have to use adder. And the result 6. After performing don't know why this. R1 in segment 1 you have R1, R2, R3 and R4. Segment 1 you have segment 1, let us write segment 1, segment 2 and segment 3. So here you have R1, R2, sorry. So you have R1, R1, R2, R3 and R4. In segment 1, 2 you have R5 and R6. Segment 3 you have only R7. So what is R1? R1 is A1, R2 is B1, R3 is C1, and R4 is D1. So similarly, you will write A2, B2, C2, and D2. A3, B3, C3, and D3. A4, B4, C4, and D4. A5, B5, C5, and D5, A6, B6, C6, and D6. So this is the first segment where I value from 1 to 6. So in the next segment, R segment 2 is R5. Okay. In segment 2, we will go by one shift. Okay. So it will be R5 is nothing but R1 plus R2, that is A1 plus B1, A2 plus B2. Okay. A3 plus B3, A4 plus B4, A5 plus B5, A6 plus B6. And here it will be C1 plus D1, C2 plus D2, C3 plus D3, C4 plus D4, C5 plus D5, and C6 plus D6. This is the segment 2 content of R6 and R5 and R6. Next segment is segment 7, which is nothing but okay, this is nothing but R1, R5 cross R6. R5 is A1 plus A plus B1 cross C1 plus D1. This is content of, it will start from here. Okay? A2 plus B2 cross C2 plus D2. A3 plus B3 cross C3 plus D3. A4 plus B4 cross C4 plus, C4 plus D4. A5 plus B5 cross C5 plus D5. A6 plus B6 cross C6 plus D6. This is the content of register R7 in segment 3. So these are the content of the registers and the segment and in the different segments where I value is changing from 1 to so and so 1 to 6. Okay. So draw the next. We'll come to the next question. So hope you understand this. Let us move to this question. Very simple. Here you have to draw the space-time diagram for 7-segment pipeline showing that the time is time it takes to process 8 tasks. Okay. So here the number of segment is given. So we will write the number of segment here. How many segments are given here? Number of segment is given as 7 segment, and the task perform is 8 tasks. Okay. So 7 segment and 8 tasks. So how we classify this? So first of all, we have to just notice here that, let me write here, number of segment is equal to 7 and number of tasks is equal to 8. Okay. So we have to write the timing diagram here. So timing diagram, we can write it as segment. I'll just write segment here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 segments. Okay. And the what is here? number of tasks. Number of tasks. How many tasks you have here? Suppose, so no need for writing the task also. So we will write here as, so this will be clock, okay? Clock cycle. How many clock cycle we need to process 7 segment and 8 tasks. So just we can identify from the timing diagram also. So here we will write as a clock, okay? So let us start from clock 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So okay, we will start here. So in segment 1, task performance T1, task performance T2, task performance T3, task performance T4, task is T5, task is T6, okay? Task performance T7, task performance T8. So here in segment 1, this is a segment 1, the task is T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6, T7, and T8. T8 only you have 8 tasks here, okay? Task is given as 8. So the next segment, what happened is T1 will shift to this T1, T3, T4, T5, T6, T7, and T8. So it will go to the 9th clock. Okay, shifted. The next T1 to T8. So 10 clock. So it will be shifted to T1 to T. This is T7. This is T8. 11th clock. 1, 2, 3, 4. It will be at T1 and T8, 12, 13, and 14. So it will be shifted to T1 to T8. Okay. So next will be, let me go. So how many clock cycle you are getting here at the last? 15, okay. So here it will be shifted to this one. T1 to T8. So how many clocks you have? T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6. So how many clocks you have? 14 clock. With the 14 clock, you need to perform this total task. Okay. Hope you got it. So we have some other technique also to, if this is a space-time diagram, okay, if you don't have a space-time diagram, how we can just calculate using the formula. So we have the simple formula to calculate this. Determine the number of clock cycle that it takes to process 150 tasks in 8 segment pipeline. Okay, so here you have number of, so number of tasks is 150 tasks and 8 segments. So to provide one task will take more space. Okay, it will take more space. So what we can do, just we have a simple formula how we can write number of tasks is equal to 150 and number of segment is equals to 8. Okay, number of tasks is given as n and number of segment is given as k. Okay, so you have to find the clock cycle. Clock cycle equals to k plus n minus 1. Okay, so here k is 8 plus 150 minus 1 becomes 157 cycle. Okay. So just simple k plus n minus 1, just add number of tasks and segment, then subtract 1, you will get the clock cycle time. Okay, you get the clock cycle time. This is, you can write n. Okay, clock cycle as dn. So here we complete your question. Rest of the question we will do in the next session. If you have any doubt, you can ask me the course message or through the Blackboard.